Look at the people around you in your daily life. Who makes the most noise? Who is always talking about their big plans, bragging about their success, or arguing with anyone who disagrees with them? It is usually the person who is the most insecure. Most people believe that to be powerful, you have to be loud. They think that if you want respect, you must speak up all the time, prove people wrong in public, and let everyone know what you are doing. They believe that noise equals strength, but modern psychology and ancient history show us the exact opposite. The people who are truly successful, truly dangerous to their competition, and truly in control of their lives do not make noise. They do not advertise their next move. They do not waste energy on useless arguments. They operate like silent observers. They sit quietly in the back of the room. They listen carefully while everyone else talks. They study people's habits, notice small details, and manage their emotions with complete control. When they take action, it is so quick, accurate, and quiet that no one sees it coming until it is already done. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius was the most powerful man in the world. He commanded huge armies and ruled a massive empire. Yet, in his quiet moments, he wrote down simple rules to keep his mind calm and silent. Silence is a lesson learned from the many sufferings of life. Let your work be done in quiet, and let your results make the noise. When we use the phrase silent killer in psychology, we are not talking about violence or harm. We are talking about a mindset. We are talking about a person who slays their own weakness, slays bad habits, and quietly outsmarts chaos without ever losing their calm. In this simple and clear guide, we are going to look at 8 quiet habits used by these masterminds to stay ahead of everyone else. Pay very close attention to habit number 4, because if you leak your energy there, all your quiet plans will fail. Let us begin. Habit 1. Master the art of observing without speaking. Think about what happens when you enter a normal room filled with people. Most people immediately try to talk. They want to share their opinions, tell stories, or be the center of attention. Because they are so busy speaking, their brain is completely full. They fail to notice what is actually happening around them. A silent mastermind does the exact opposite. When they step into a room, they turn off the need to talk. They turn on their powers of observation while everyone else is busy trying to look smart or funny. The silent observer is gathering information. They notice who is nervous. They notice who is lying. They see who is trying to manipulate the conversation and who actually holds real authority. They read body language, eye contact, and small changes in tone of voice. The ancient Stoic thinker Epictetus put it simply: we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Think about the massive advantage this gives you. When you talk, you are only repeating things you already know. But when you stay quiet and listen, you are collecting new facts, learning people's secrets, and discovering their weaknesses. Practice this in your next meeting or family gathering. Do not rush to offer your opinion. Let other people talk first. Let them reveal their thoughts, their emotions, and their plans. By remaining quiet, you gain total clarity. While everyone else plays with open cards, you keep your hand hidden. Habit 2. Keep your next move completely private. What is the first thing most people do when they decide to start a new goal? They go on social media and post about it. Or they run to their friends and say, I am going to start a new business. Or I am starting an intense diet tomorrow. psychology shows us something fascinating about human brains. When you tell someone about your big plan and they praise you for it, your brain receives a quick hit of pleasure called dopamine. Your brain gets tricked into feeling like you have already achieved the goal, even though you haven't done any real work yet. As a result, your drive drops. Your motivation fades. A few weeks later, the goal dies, and you feel embarrassed. A silent operator never falls into this trap. They practice dark privacy. They work on their goals in total secret. They build their skills, save their money, and improve their health behind closed doors. They don't ask for applause. They don't need likes on a screen. They let their progress stay invisible until it becomes impossible to ignore. Seneca, a great Stoic philosopher, gave this clear warning: a plan that is shared with everyone is a plan that belongs to no one. Keep your intentions inside yourself until they are finished. Imagine the power of moving in complete privacy. While your competition is busy, making noise and looking for attention, you are quietly putting in hours of focused work. When you finally release your result, it takes everyone by total surprise. Do not talk about your goals. Work in the shadows and let your success shock the world. Habit 3. Control your expressions and neutralize emotional leaks. Have you ever met a person whose face reveals every single thought in their head? When they are angry, everyone knows it. When they are nervous, their hands shake and their eyes dart around. When they are disappointed, their face sags instantly. They are like a clear glass bottle. Anyone can look inside and see what they are feeling. This is a huge tactical disadvantage in life. When emotional people get upset, dishonest individuals can easily use those emotions to control them. They know exactly which buttons to push to make them snap, panic, or make stupid mistakes. A silent mastermind develops a neutral face. This does not mean turning into a robot or hiding all human feeling. It means controlling your outward reaction so that your internal peace remains untouched. When good news arrives, they stay calm and humble. When bad news hits, they do not panic or cry out. They look at reality with clear, cool eyes. Marcus Aurelius trained himself to maintain this exact inner balance every single day. Be like a rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the rage of the sea falls still around it. Think about how much strength you gain when you master your reactions. When someone insults you to your face, and you respond with a calm, neutral look, they lose all power. Their insult falls flat. When a sudden problem happens at work, and you step forward with quiet, steady focus while everyone else panics, you naturally become the leader in the room. Stop leaking your emotions to the world. Keep your face calm, your mind clear, and your control unbroken. Habit 4. Use silence as a strategic tool in conversations. Let us look at a psychological secret that almost no one understands. People are terrified of silence. Test this out in your daily interactions. When two people are talking and a pause happens, it feels awkward. Most people will panic and start talking fast, filling the air with useless jokes, over-explaining themselves, or revealing things they never meant to share, just to stop the silence. A silent operator does not fear silence. They treat silence like a primary tool. When someone asks them a difficult question or tries to press them for information, they do not rush to answer. They pause. They let 2 or 3 seconds pass. They look the person straight in the eye with a calm posture and think carefully before opening their mouth. Look at what happens during that quiet pause first. It shows that you are completely in control of yourself. You refuse to be rushed. Second, It puts intense psychological pressure on the other person. Very often, to fill that silence, the other person will keep talking, lower their demands, or admit the truth. Epictetus taught his students to respect the gravity of speech, let silence be your general rule, or say only what is necessary, and in few words. Next time someone tries to provoke you, make an unreasonable demand, or sell you a bad deal, try using the power of the strategic pause. Do not reply instantly. Take a deep breath, stay perfectly still, and let the silence rest in the air. You will be amazed at how quickly the balance of power shifts in your favor. Habit 5. Turn setbacks into silent fuel. What does an ordinary person do when life goes wrong? When they lose a job, get dumped in a relationship, or fail at a goal, they complain. They call their friends to vent for hours. They make excuses, blame bad luck, or post sad messages on social media to get sympathy from strangers. They burn hundreds of hours feeling sorry for themselves. A silent mastermind never wastes time complaining. They know a simple truth: complaining changes zero facts. When a failure or betrayal happens, they accept it instantly. They do not get bitter. They do not make excuses. Instead, they take all that raw pain, disappointment, and anger and turn it into silent fuel. They use the pain to work harder, wake up earlier, study longer, and build better habits. They use the setback as a private test to see how tough their mind truly is. Marcus Aurelius wrote one of the most famous Stoic rules about handling obstacles. The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Imagine facing a person who cannot be broken by failure. If you try to hurt them or knock them down, they don't cry out or give up. They quietly step back, learn the lesson, build their strength in silence, and come back 10 times stronger than before. Stop complaining about your pain. Use it as fuel to forge an unstoppable character. Habit 6. Never waste energy on petty arguments. Look at how much energy people waste every single day arguing on the internet or in real life. They argue about politics, about sports, about rumors, and about petty opinions that will not matter at all in 5 years. They shout until their faces are red, trying to force someone else to agree with their view of the world. Ask yourself a simple question. When was the last time a heated argument actually made someone change their mind? Almost never. Arguments do not change minds, they only raise tempers, build enemies, and drain your precious mental energy. A silent operator refuses to engage in petty arguments. They understand intellectual isolation. If someone holds a silly, foolish, or ignorant opinion, the silent mastermind does not feel the need to correct them. They simply smile, nod, and let the foolish person keep their opinion. They save their brain power for things that actually build their life. Seneca gave this clear advice on avoiding useless mental battles: how much better to heal an injury than to avenge it. Revenge consumes a great deal of time and exposes you to many dangers. Why waste your life on anger? Practice stepping away from petty battles. When someone brings up a debate meant to irritate you, say quietly, "You might be right," or "Everyone sees things differently," and move on. You don't need to win every small verbal fight. Your time and peace of mind are far too valuable to waste on cheap noise. Habit 7. Study human nature without judging it. Why do so many people get constantly hurt, surprised, and betrayed by those around them? Because they live in a dream world. They expect everyone to be honest, fair, self-sacrificing, and kind all the time. When someone acts selfishly, lies, or breaks a promise, they fall into shock and sadness. I can't believe they did that to me. A silent mastermind studies human nature as it actually is, not as they wish it were. They know that human beings are often driven by fear, ego, jealousy, and self-interest. So, when someone acts selfishly or dishonestly, the silent observer does not get angry. They treat it like a simple law of nature. If a dog barks, you don't get angry at the dog. That is just what dogs do. If an insecure person acts jealous, you don't get angry at them. That is just what insecure people do. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself of this truth every morning before stepping out into his palace. When you run up against someone's shamelessness, ask yourself this: is it possible for bad people not to exist in the world? It is not possible. So do not ask for the impossible. When you accept human nature without judgment, you gain total psychological safety. You stop expecting people to give you what they do not possess. You protect your finances, your heart, and your private thoughts with practical sense. You are never caught off guard because you see people clearly from the start. Habit 8. Build your value in total solitude. We come to the final and most important habit of a silent operator. Where is true power built? It is not built on stage under bright lights. It is not built in noisy parties or crowds. Real strength, real skill, and real self-respect are forged in solitude during those early mornings and late nights when nobody is watching you. Most people cannot stand to be alone with themselves for even 10 minutes. The second they are alone in a quiet room, they grab their phone, scroll through videos, or call someone to escape their own thoughts. They are terrified of silence because their internal mind is empty and disorganized. A silent mastermind loves solitude. They treat time alone as a sacred workspace. They use solitude to read good books, sharpen their work skills, train their bodies, and organize their thoughts. They build an internal world that is so rich, solid, and clean that they never need external noise to feel complete. Epictetus taught that real freedom is found in mastering your own mind in quiet isolation. No man is free who is not master of himself. Work on your own mind when you are alone, so that when you stand in the world, you remain untouched. Make time for quiet solitude every single day. Put your phone away, turn off the TV and music. Sit quietly with a notebook, write down your thoughts, work on your skills, and build your character. When you build real value in silence, you don't need to shout about it. Your presence will carry a weight that everyone can feel. Outsmarting everyone does not mean putting others down, lying, or playing dirty games. It simply means becoming so focused, so controlled, and so self-reliant that no one can disrupt your path. Stop wasting your energy on noise. Stop telling everyone your plans, stop arguing with fools, and stop letting your face leak your private feelings. Observe everything. Speak only when necessary. Work hard in the dark and let your progress build an unshakable life. Let the loud people make their noise. Let the crowd chase attention. You stand quiet, calm, and sharp, mastering your life in total silence. If you are ready to drop the noise and build your success in silence starting today, leave one simple word in the comments section below: silent. Walk quiet, focus deeply, and let your results do all the talking.